NNRG.
Okay, so the mystery game this week is Flimbo's Quest, which I don't really know too much about this. From what I looked up online quickly, it was only released in Europe, so I've got the emulator in PAL mode, and it seems to have been primarily an Amiga game, because I think it was 1990 was the year I saw, so that would mean this would be a pretty late Commodore game, or C64 game, I should say. So let's start it up here. It's a disk file. Only one disc, but it's a loaded disc from what I can tell from what the emulator's disk image stuff is showing me. Because we got some flashing. Because I'm using the Vice emulator, and it shows this sort of pattern of data for when you're loading a disk or a tape file, and the pattern of data is a lot larger for this one disk than I usually see. So, okay, we've got another one of these intros here. So, okay, so this was a later crack, because this one is showing a 2001 date on it. But I don't think, have we seen this particular group before? Not entirely certain. Okay, so let's move on from this, because there's actually not a lot of text going on with the little middle section there. So, usually spacebar. I don't think we've seen many intros where spacebar doesn't actually get you past it. Infinite lives and infinite time. Guess not. So let's start it up. Oh, we're already at a title screen. I didn't have to do any, or wait, why is it saying loading time 0 next on this screen? I mean, we got a title screen now, so now we got some music going. Okay, so I'm guessing maybe if I hit spacebar, it'll start loading something, or, oh no, button. Gotta push the button. But yeah, that initial load to that title screen was like nothing. That was like 4 seconds, if even. Whereas now we got the little bars, it's going to take a bit longer. So I'm guessing just from the nature of that title screen there, this is probably going to be a platformer. Also just kind of based on the music as well. Okay, so wait, what's going on here? It says deliver or buy contains work, or wait, it's collect to purchase good. But oh no, wait a minute, I'm noticing now, it's actually got symbols at the side, so it's telling us what each of the different items do, and how you can obtain them. Okay, because at first I thought it was just like really broken English, but no, it's oh, we got a picture of the, what do you call it, the main gameplay and interface, I believe? Score, lives, money in pounds, of course, and a timer. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is doing parallax scrolling on a Commodore 64? Interesting. Okay, so the items we have here. We got a letter of a mystery code, a word of a mystery code, ends level at deliverance or when purchased. Money bags have the same value as coins. Okay, so those are the coins that we're going to be collecting. 5 different colored hearts give extra life. Shoot to change color. Okay, so we want to shoot the hearts to get different colors going. Hourglass extends Pearly's life? I guess Pearly's the character. Then we give extra firing power and range on that particular item. And limited invulnerability with those potions. And okay, so that seems to be the bulk of the items. But yeah, we've got a background parallaxing against the foreground, parallaxing against even more stuff. This looks pretty impressive for Commodore 64. And this is a 1990 game. Okay, so it says press fire to start, so fire to start. Okay, so I'm guessing that's us. So left and right, up to jump. Down moves us through the platform, so don't push down when there's enemies below. Okay, now that gets us back up out of the way. And the fire button, oh, we actually shoot stuff. Okay, well, I act surprised, but it did actually tell us that in the instructions that we were going to be doing that. Okay, and some of the enemies take multiple hits. So is this like a door? Oh, it is a door. Okay, so we can actually buy stuff if we got the money for it. However, I don't have 2,500. Or 400. Yeah, cheapest thing in here looks to be 250 for the invulnerability potion. So this is actually a run and gun, not just a simple platformer. And I noticed some of the enemies actually take multiple hits, but that's not a problem if the controls are good. And so far the controls don't seem too bad. Okay, we picked up a heart. So my guess is that we have to deliver this somewhere. Oh, I just found a bonus room here. You can go in the door, get a whole bunch of money. So the little green coins look to be worth 5, and the purple coin looks to be worth, if I can... Okay, I was complimenting the controls, but we've got a bit of a problem with the platforming. I mean, look at this for a second. How close do you think I could get to the edge of this platform? Yeah, that's not as close as it looks like it should be. So you have a lot less leeway with the... Or, wait a minute. Okay, that's bizarre. So, for the left side of platforms, you have about... I'm trying to inch up as slowly as I can. You have about that much leeway. So, that's where you fall through. That's not so bad. The right side, though... Yeah, that's a lot less leeway on the right side of platforms. Anyways, let's get out of this room here. Can we actually touch the butterfly? Nope. Touching butterflies equals death. So literally everything in this world kills us. That's probably good to know. Whoa, what the heck is... Oh, okay, so now we got like a notice or something? I wonder if any of the keys on the keyboard do anything else. Spacebar doesn't do anything. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any other controls to worry about. So maybe we can only carry like one item at a time? And then we have to bring it somewhere? That could be what's going on. Can we go through this little section here? Doesn't look it. Okay, one other thing I'm noticing is that you can only have one shot in the air at a time, and there's kind of a rhythm to getting multiple shots going. If I just mash, it's not really that consistent. But if I get the right rhythm going, then I can get a pretty good firing rate going. So if you push the fire button too soon, after a shot disappears, it still doesn't let you shoot. There's a hole in the floor. Passage to another area or instant death? Let's find out. Instant death. Okay, I found another bonus room, so I'm racking up some money here. I still didn't actually figure out what the purple coins were worth. I'm at 345. Okay, purple coins are worth 20. Oh, interesting. So were you seeing that? The coins were changing color. Only one was purple at a time, and if you pick up the purple coin in that room, one of the other green coins becomes purple. Very interesting. So maybe I have to take this stuff to the store? Like, this was the store right here. Aha, letter... Oh! Okay, so yeah, I just delivered that and got a letter for it. And I'm guessing I can, like, purchase letters as well? Or if I have enough money, I could just purchase the entire word. And I'm not... Well, actually, yeah, I'm kind of far from that. So if I purchase this... Yeah, so it purchased another letter. And now I get what's going on with the bottom there. It's showing me what kind of enemy has the next letter that I need. Interesting. Okay, so I've got to get one of these green enemies. And one of those green enemies will have the next letter that I need. So there's a couple on this platform here. Oh, that one's flashing. That one's probably got the letter. Yep. So now we just go back here. And there we go. We delivered it. Oh, and we actually completed the level. I guess this word only had 3 letters in it. Okay. So that actually wasn't that difficult to figure out. Like, I don't have a manual for this handy or anything. So yeah, this is seems to be a very straightforward game, at least for the moment. But I guess we'll find out how else things are going to go down. So the controls so far have been extremely responsive, save for the fact that you can't mash constantly with the shots. There's a little bit of a delay after you shoot, after your shot leaves the screen before you can fire again. And we've even got different music on this stage here. Okay, so it's telling me that I need to get a particular... Oh wait, I got a heart. Okay, so there was something about delivering the hearts, I believe. So let's see if we can maybe deliver a heart to this particular... Okay, it does. It actually delivered a red heart. And so if we get 5 different colors of hearts, we'll be able to get an extra life. Okay, what's in here? Or can we even go in here? So that is one thing I will note, is that you do have to be pretty precise to go through the doors. But that's not that huge of a deal because of how responsive the controls are, so you can adjust your position fairly easily. And I got hit by that thing flying by. You know, something else just occurred to me. The timer doesn't reset between levels. Okay, so let's see if we can grab mostly purple coins in order to maximize the amount of money we get from this room. So yeah, going only for the coins which are purple, you get a lot more money going. So that's the trick with those bonus rooms, is go for the purple coins, try not to get the green coins unless they're in the way, and that way you maximize your cash. So I guess the snail I gotta go for. Okay, so shoot the heart. Or no, wait, the heart left the screen. Whoops. And I just fell down a pit. Okay then. So yeah, so the game doesn't seem so bad, but it does seem like there is going to be some difficulty in the sense that that timer is global to the entire game. And we don't know how many levels there are. Or at least I don't know how many levels there are. Maybe some of you do. But that seems to be the crux, is that you do have to play the game to some level of speed. But at the same time, you can potentially buy those hourglasses to get your time back up. Were they available at the store? I don't remember at the moment. But yeah, we didn't get a chance to try out the extra firing power. That might actually help out. Maybe we'll be able to have more than one shot on the screen at a time. I mean, let's go for it. So, how much money do we have to save up to get that? That's 350. Oh, they do have hourglasses. But why didn't it say that in the instructions? It was very clear about that with all the other things. Oh, and I also just noticed that the timer pauses while you're in the store. That is extraordinarily helpful. Like, I could think of all the difficult games that we've seen on this show so far, there's a lot of them that don't cut you any breaks. Well, here we have a game where it is cutting us breaks, because it's stopping the timer when it doesn't need to be going, because we're in a location where there's not really any action happening. Oh, I got the invulnerability. I can just walk straight through things now. I mean, I have no idea how long it's gonna last for, but... Oh yeah, and it's actually not allowing us to buy the invulnerability because we have it right now. Interesting. Oh, and I just got the red heart as well, so... Oh, and we do actually flash right before the invulnerability goes away. So this game is doing a lot of things correct in terms of design. That's kind of a refreshing thing to see, especially given some of the games that we've seen so far. I'm not sure if the order of the purple coins is random or not. It does seem to be sort of fixed. Maybe it's not, I don't know. Okay, so we have enough money for the weapon upgrade, so let's go get that. Okay, so it doesn't let us fire more shots, it just makes our shot travel across the entire screen. So I could see that being both a good and a bad thing. Because whoops, I got a red heart. I already have a red heart. Because one of the problems with games which limit the number of shots you can fire at a time is that if you increase the range of those shots and you miss, you now have to wait longer before you can fire again. Like, I mean, for a good example of this is in the very original Metroid for the NES, there is merit to not getting the long beam power-up. Because as long as you shoot a short-range shot, you will be able to continually mash like crazy, whereas with the longer-range shots, you can run out of available shots to fire at a time. But I guess the other interesting question is, how long is this power-up going to last for? Like, I wonder if the weapon power-up lasts for the duration of a life, or if it's going to be on a time limit, like the invulnerability, or I don't know. But we're about to end the level because there were only 3 letters in that level. Okay, so I think my timer read 1446. So going into this next level here, we'll see if it still says 1446. And I got a funny feeling it will. but we're gonna find out in a moment here. And yep, it still said 1446, so you do carry your time limit between levels. So that's potentially problematic, but again, you can buy extra time at the store, so... Okay, well, actually, let's check this. So we got 1421. If we buy an hourglass... Okay, so each hourglass adds 2 minutes to your timer. Interesting. Dang it, I picked up a red heart again. I'm trying to go so fast that I'm, like, ignoring the color of the hearts when I really whoops. Okay, I'm gonna guess that just removed my weapon. Yep, that finally removed my weapon power. Whoops, again. So yeah, your weapon power-up is permanent until you lose a life. Yeah, like this door right here, I don't seem to be able to go into it. And also, that's the monster I need to destroy right there for the next letter, so whoops, could not jump on that fence, as the fence was in the background. So yeah, that's the one thing I'm having to get used to, is, whoa, almost got hit by that enemy coming out of that door. That explains a few things. So the enemies do respawn, but they have specific spots they respawn from. That's very interesting. Okay, so the first letter was L, and the next letter was D? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Also, I'm buying the weapon power-up again. Okay, I got a heart, change the color. Okay, we got a pink heart now. So I'm gonna bring this back to where we need to go. Get that delivered. And then the enemy I have to destroy for the next letter is up here. So let's get the enemy, get the scroll, deliver it. What the heck is this word? LDN? Like, there's no vowels in this word. Okay, so let's head back now and see if we can beat this level. Oh wait, got a heart, so gonna turn it green and wait for these things because they are very much in the way. Actually, one thing I'm noticing with this weapon power-up is it seems like it might actually increase the damage you do as well with each shot. So that would actually make up for the not being able to mash as much with the increased range. Oh, something I just realized. Picking up the heart removed my scroll. So I gotta go back and get the scroll again. Can't say I'm in love with the idea that you can only carry one item at a time, especially given the fact that there's only two kinds of items you can really carry, the scrolls and the hearts. So it really would have made more sense to be able to carry one of each. And I just got hit by an enemy coming out of the door there. Okay, so we know what the first and second levels are like, so I'm gonna try my best to get to the third level now, and if I can get there, that'll be the next thing you see after this cut. Okay, this should be the last letter I need for this level, I think. Although I did lose a life, so I lost my weapon power-up. And that weapon power-up really does make a difference, because if it was just a range thing, then it wouldn't be that big a deal, but it is a damage thing too, and I think it's more than double damage, because some of the enemies that take 3 hits, they only take 1 hit with the weapon upgrade. So, although I have noticed an interesting bug, maybe, where sometimes I'll be shooting the enemies, and an enemy that I need to destroy to get the letter will just disappear. And I'm not quite sure about that. Oh wait, I actually need more than 3 letters. Oh. Okay, let's get the weapon power up and search around for another one of those walking guys. Also, it looks like once you've been in a level long enough or defeated enough enemies, they stop dropping power-ups and coins. So the game's set up in such a way that you can't just farm to your heart's content. So, like, that's very interesting. There are a lot of mechanics going on here, which, from our perspective, would be modern mechanics, but here they are in this old Commodore 64 game, which, sure, was primarily an Amiga game, not a C64 game, but still. Okay, we've got all the letters, but LDNMI. Like, what's the significance? Okay, moving on to level 3. So I don't think there's going to be too much more to talk about here, because the levels are probably going to progress much the same way, just with different enemies, music, and backgrounds, but the fact that there is that variety in this game is kind of impressive. Okay, so it looks like level 3 is like a mountainside of some sort. Also, the music is back to one that we've heard before, so... Oh! Got like full bags of money there. So yeah, it seems like there is some reuse of enemies and music and stuff, but there is some differences going on. But yeah, I think we've got a pretty good idea of how this game plays by this point. Although I can't figure out which of these holes in the wall are actual doors for bonus rooms and stuff. Maybe there aren't any in this level, because I can't seem to go into any of these doors. So yeah, that was Flimbo's quest, a very competent C64 platforming game with run-and-gun mechanics. The jumping and controls are really well done, except for the fact that you fall off the right edge of platforms much sooner than you would expect to. So as long as you get used to that fact, then this game plays extremely well.